Morning, y'all. So today I was studying out of Luke chapter 5, verses 1 through 5. And I was basically asking God just about the different things that have been happening in my life. And, sometimes there are things that happen that you don't understand why it's happening. And it's completely like you're in an unknown place, or you're in a place where it doesn't make sense because nothing's adding up according to what you can see with your natural eyes. And you feel like, oh, well, it should be this way based off of this. But it's like God is taking you in a whole nother place where you have to really just trust Him because you don't understand all the details or why things are happening the way they're happening. And it's like you're just trusting God when it doesn't make sense to you. And so I was asking God what was going on and to show me why are things just not making sense. And I feel like I'm completely in the unknown. And He led me here to Luke chapter 5, verses 1 through 4. And it says, "And it came to pass that as the people pressed upon Him to hear the word of God, He stood by the lake of Gennesaret and saw two ships standing by the lake, but the fishermen were gone out of them and were washing their nets. And He entered into one of the ships, which was Simon's, and prayed him that he would thrust out a little from the land. And he sat down and taught the people out of the ship. And then when he had left speaking, he said unto Simon, Launch out into the deep, and let down your nets for a draught. And Simon answering said unto him, Master, we have toiled all night, and have taken nothing. Nevertheless, at thy word, I will let down the net." And so this was just showing me that Jesus, He went away from the crowd, but He drew Simon near and also took him into, it says, into the deep. And I was just thinking Simon probably would have never went into the deep water because, for one, the fish weren't there, especially at that time of the day. And he had labored all night. So he was tired, he was worn out, he was discouraged, and he caught nothing. But he said, in spite of all that, but at your word, at Jesus' word, he let down his net. And so Jesus had a miracle for Simon in the deep water. And so no one had seen Jesus do this before. No one had seen this miracle. People had seen Jesus heal people. No one had seen Jesus do this miracle. But Jesus showed Simon He was sovereign over even the natural things in our life, including this, catching fish. And so all night, Simon labored, trying to get fish into the net. And all night, he was basically just having to come to terms with the fact that he couldn't make them come. And then Jesus, the one who holds all the authority and all the power to do more than we could ever ask or think or imagine, He comes and shows Simon His power in a personal way. And so this just reminded me that Jesus may lead us into places where we don't always understand, places that seem unfamiliar, but it's because He's trying to build our faith and for us to see the power only He holds. Faith lives in the area of the unknown. And so sometimes maybe God will take us into the deep, in the deep waters. And it's a place there most people don't want to go. Most people don't like to go out into the deep because, for one, it's like you don't know what's out there. You don't know what's going to happen to you because when you get too far out, you might drown. You feel like. And so it's a place where you really have to learn to trust God. And I feel like that's where I'm at, where things aren't making sense to me in some areas. But God knows what He's doing. And He's leading me there to show me that you can trust me, that I have the power to change even this situation. I have the power to make this whole situation better than you ever dreamed or imagined. I hold the power. That's what He's telling me. And so He was just telling me just trust Him, basically. And so if you've ever been in a situation where you had to, where things didn't make sense because you feel like, oh, it should go this way because everything seems perfect in the natural, but it's not working that way. And so it's like God has you in that place where He's trying to get you, call you into the deep waters. And it's a place where He's trying to get you to see that you can do nothing. You might have labored, you might have done everything you can that you know to do, and still things just aren't working. And it's like Simon, he just got tired, he was worn out, he was discouraged. Same thing with most of us. You might become discouraged, you may become worn out and tired. But just know that when we come to the end of ourselves, and even though things may seem like they'll never change, which is what I'm pretty sure Simon thought, this will never work, because I've been here all night. I've been trying all night and nothing changed. But Jesus showed him, I'm sovereign, I'm in control, and I could just speak this word and tell you what to do, and when you do it, it's going to work this time. And so it happened just like that. And so that really encouraged me that sometimes God leads us into the deep, into areas where we don't know what's going to happen and where it doesn't make sense. But in those areas, that's where faith is. That's where our faith grows. That's where we come to trust God and know that He will never let us down and that He is dependable. And that really opened my eyes to see that, okay, well, maybe God is leading me here because He's trying to take me into a place to show me, okay, well, this is impossible for you, but it is not impossible for me. And you try to do everything, you try to do things that you could in your natural strength, but now I'm going to do things in my power, and you're going to see that I can do anything. And so I just wanted to encourage y'all today that if you're out in this situation where you're in an unknown place or a place where it just doesn't make sense to you, just continue to trust God and learn what He wants you to learn, for one. And take Him at His word, definitely. Take Him at His word, because He knows what's going on, and sometimes we don't know, but sometimes He's just wanting to stretch our faith a little bit, and that's why we're going through the things we're going through. But in the end, He will get the glory out of it, because we will see a new experience of who He is when He does turn the situation around. We'll see that He is a person that can deliver us out of these situations. And so hopefully that blessed y'all like it blessed me. Have a wonderful day. Bye.